What does it take for someone to leave behind everything they've ever known, their faith, their community, even their identity, to embrace a new path? Imagine standing at the crossroads of life, where the weight of your past meets the pull of an uncertain future. This is the story of Suhaib Webb, Jeffrey Sean King, Gul David, Samuel Shropshire, and Ibrahim Richmond, 5 individuals from vastly different walks of life who found themselves drawn to Islam, a faith that transformed their lives in ways they never imagined. But what led them to this moment? What challenges did they face? And what can their journeys teach us about faith, resilience, and the power of transformation? In a world often divided by religion, culture, and ideology, the stories of these 5 individuals stand as a testament to the universal search for truth and meaning. Suhaib Webb, a former hip-hop DJ turned imam; Jeffrey Sean King, a civil rights activist moved by the plight of Gaza; Gul David, a pastor who found solace in the Quran; Samuel Shropshire, a man whose job led him to Islam; and Ibrahim Richmond, a religious leader whose dreams changed not only his life, but the lives of over 100,000 followers. Their journeys are not just about conversion, they are about the human spirit's relentless pursuit of truth, even in the face of doubt, criticism, and personal sacrifice. Suhaib Webb, from hip-hop to the minbar. Suhaib Webb's story begins in Oklahoma, where he was born William Webb into a Christian Protestant family. His grandfather was a pastor, and religion was a constant presence in his life. But by the age of 14, Suhaib began to question his faith. The answers he received felt incomplete, and he drifted away from religion, finding solace in music instead. As a teenager, Suhaib became a successful hip-hop DJ and music producer. His life was filled with parties, money, and fame, but beneath the surface he felt an emptiness that nothing could fill. "I had everything the world said I should want," he recalls, "but I still felt lost." In 1992, at the age of 20, Suhaib's life took a dramatic turn. After 3 years of studying the Quran and grappling with questions about Christianity, particularly the concept of the Trinity, he found the answers he had been searching for in Islam. The idea of Tawhid, the oneness of God, resonated deeply with him. It was like a light had been switched on, he says. Suhaib left behind his music career and dedicated himself to learning about Islam. He studied Arabic and Islamic sciences, eventually earning certifications from Al-Azhar University in Cairo. Today, he is one of the most influential Muslim figures in the Western world, serving as an imam and advocating for a balanced, inclusive understanding of Islam. Jeffrey Sean King, a voice for justice, finds faith. Jeffrey Sean King's journey to Islam began not in a mosque, but in the midst of a humanitarian crisis. A prominent civil rights activist, King had spent years fighting for justice and equality in the United States. But it was the suffering he witnessed in Gaza that led him to question the deeper meaning of life. "I saw people who had lost everything, their homes, their families, their livelihoods, yet they still found hope and purpose," King says. "It made me realize that there's something greater at work in the world." On the first day of Ramadan in 2024, King, along with his wife Rai, recited the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith, under the guidance of Imam Omar Suleiman. His conversion was a profound spiritual shift, one that underscored his commitment to fighting for justice and equality. Gul David, a pastor's journey to Islam. Gul David had spent over 45 years as a pastor, dedicating his life to serving his congregation, but in 2023, during a trip to Perth, Australia, he found himself standing outside a mosque, drawn by an inexplicable urge to go inside. There, he met an imam who gave him a copy of the Quran. For the first time, David read the holy book with an open heart. "I prayed for guidance," he recalls, "and as I read, I felt a sense of peace I had never known before." David's journey to Islam was not without challenges. As a pastor, his decision to convert shocked many in his community. But for David, it was a necessary step in his search for truth. Today he lives as Abdul Rahman, a name that reflects his new identity as a Muslim. Samuel Shropshire, a job that led to faith. Samuel Shropshire's journey to Islam began with a job. Hired to review the English translation of the Quran, Samuel initially knew nothing about Islam, but as he read the holy book, he was struck by its teachings, particularly its emphasis on the oneness of God and the role of Jesus as a prophet. "I was shocked to find that Jesus is mentioned so often in the Quran," Samuel says. "It made me realize that Islam wasn't what I had been led to believe." Samuel's journey culminated in his conversion to Islam, a decision that transformed his life and deepened his understanding of faith. Ibrahim Richmond, dreams that changed a community. Ibrahim Richmond's story is perhaps the most extraordinary. A prominent religious leader in South Africa, Richmond began having recurring dreams that urged him to embrace Islam. At first, he dismissed them, but as the dreams persisted, he realized they were a spiritual calling. Richmond's decision to convert to Islam was met with an unexpected response. His entire congregation of over 100,000 followers chose to follow him. Today, Richmond is a respected Muslim leader, inspiring thousands to explore the teachings of Islam. The stories of Suhaib Webb, Geoffrey Sean King, Gul David, Samuel Shropshire, and Ibrahim Richmond highlight the transformative power of faith. They also raise important questions about identity, community, and the role of religion in modern society. In a world often divided by religion, their journeys remind us that faith is a deeply personal experience, one that transcends cultural and ideological boundaries. They also challenge us to confront our own biases and preconceptions, to seek understanding rather than judgment. Each of these individuals faced significant challenges in their journeys. Suhaib Webb had to navigate the complexities of being a convert in a predominantly non-Muslim society. Geoffrey Sean King's outspoken support for Palestine led to backlash and even the suspension of his social media accounts. Gul David and Samuel Shropshire faced criticism from their Christian communities, while Ibrahim Richmond's decision to convert was met with both support and skepticism. Yet, despite these challenges, they remained steadfast in their faith, using their platforms to promote understanding and compassion. Their leadership serves as a powerful reminder that true faith is not about conformity, but about courage and conviction. He witnessed hypocrisy and racism within the church. Disillusioned, he sought solace elsewhere. His search led him to Islam, a religion that resonated with his values of social justice and equality. His conversion wasn't a rejection of Christianity, but an embrace of what he saw as a truer path. King found peace in Islam, a faith that aligned with his fight for a just world. His story is a powerful reminder that faith is a journey, not a destination. Gul David, known as Loon in the hip-hop world, was on top. He was a rising star, captivating audiences with his energetic performances and lyrical prowess. His stage presence was magnetic, drawing fans from all corners of the globe. A successful rapper signed to P. Diddy's Bad Boy Records, he lived a life of fame and excess. The parties, the luxury cars, the designer clothes. It was a dream come true for many. He was constantly in the limelight, rubbing shoulders with the elite of the music industry. But behind the bling, a spiritual void grew. Despite the external success, Loon felt an emptiness that the material world couldn't fill. The constant hustle, the pressure to maintain his image, and the superficial relationships began to take a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. His search for meaning led him to Islam. He started exploring different philosophies and religions, seeking answers to the deeper questions of life. It was during this quest that he found solace in the teachings of Islam, which resonated with his inner struggles and aspirations. He converted in 2008, changing his name to Amir Junaid Muhaddith. This was not just a change of name, but a profound transformation of identity and purpose. The conversion marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one that was grounded in faith and spirituality. Leaving behind the glitz and glamour of the music industry was a difficult choice. The decision to step away from a successful career was met with skepticism and disbelief by many, but for Muhaddith, it was a necessary step towards finding true contentment and inner peace. But for Muhaddith, it was a necessary one. He realized that the path he was on was not sustainable for his soul. The sacrifices he made were significant, but they were outweighed by the spiritual fulfillment he gained. He dedicated his life to Islam, finding peace and purpose he never knew existed. His days became filled with prayer, study, and community service. He found joy in the simple acts of kindness and the sense of belonging within the Muslim community. His transformation is a testament to the human capacity for change and redemption. Muhaddith's journey from a life of excess to one of spiritual depth serves as an inspiration to many. It shows that no matter how far one may stray, there is always a path back to inner peace and fulfillment. Samuel Shropshire, embracing Islam in the music industry. Samuel Shropshire, better known as Brother Ali, is a renowned hip-hop artist. Diagnosed with albinism as a child, he faced bullying and prejudice. This led him to Islam at the age of 15. His faith became his shield, his music his outlet. Brother Ali's lyrics reflect his Islamic beliefs, promoting peace, justice, and understanding. He uses his platform to challenge stereotypes and bridge cultural divides. His story is a powerful reminder that faith can be a source of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Ibrahim Richmond, from football field to faith. Ibrahim Richmond's journey began on the football field. From a young age, he showed immense talent and dedication to the sport. His passion for football was evident in every game he played, every practice he attended, and every goal he set for himself. Football wasn't just a game for him, it was a way of life, a dream he pursued with relentless determination. A promising athlete, he played for the Miami Dolphins. His time with the team was marked by hard work, perseverance, and a drive to be the best. He trained rigorously, always pushing his limits and striving for excellence. His teammates admired his work ethic, and his coaches saw a bright future ahead of him in professional sports. However, his life took an unexpected turn when he converted to Islam in 1999. This decision was not made lightly. It came after a period of deep reflection and soul-searching. Richmond found solace and a sense of purpose in his new faith, which provided him with a different perspective on life and its true meaning. He left behind the world of professional sports to devote his life to his newfound faith. This was a monumental decision, one that required immense courage and conviction. Leaving behind the fame, the fans, and the fast-paced life of a professional athlete, Richmond embraced a path of spirituality and introspection. Richmond's story is a testament to the power of faith to inspire change. His journey from the football field to a life of faith is a powerful narrative of transformation. It shows how faith can provide a new direction, a new purpose, and a new sense of fulfillment. Richmond's life became a beacon of hope for many, illustrating that true success is not just measured by accolades and achievements, but by inner peace and spiritual growth. He now uses his platform to mentor young athletes, emphasizing the importance of education, spirituality, and community service. Richmond believes that sports can be a powerful tool for personal development, but it should be balanced with a strong foundation in education and values. He encourages young athletes to pursue their dreams but also to stay grounded and connected to their communities. His story is a powerful example of how faith can lead to a life of purpose and service. Richmond's journey is not just about personal transformation, it's about giving back and making a positive impact on others. Through his mentoring, community service, and faith-based initiatives, he continues to inspire and uplift those around him, proving that a life of faith and service is a life well lived. Trials and triumphs. These 5 men come from different backgrounds, different worlds, but their stories share a common thread: the courage to change. They faced challenges, doubts, and uncertainties. They left behind lives of comfort and familiarity, but through it all, their faith remained steadfast. Their journeys remind us that true strength lies in embracing the unknown, in seeking truth even when it's difficult. Universal truths: faith, resilience, transformation. The stories of Suhaib Webb, Geoffrey Sean King Gould, David Samuel Shropshire, and Ibrahim Richmond are not just about Islam. They are about universal truths that resonate with everyone. They remind us of the power of faith to heal, to inspire, to transform. They highlight the resilience of the human spirit, our ability to overcome adversity and emerge stronger. Echoes of the human spirit. In a world often divided by fear and misunderstanding, these stories offer hope. They remind us that we have more in common than what sets us apart. They echo the fundamental human desire for meaning, for connection, for something greater than ourselves. The journeys of Suhaib Webb, Geoffrey Sean King, Gul David, Samuel Shropshire, and Ibrahim Richmond are a testament to the transformative power of faith. They remind us that the search for truth is a universal human experience, one that can lead us to unexpected places and profound transformations. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, remember, the greatest journey is the one that leads you back to yourself.